Welcome back to the channel, Luxurious Fleet. In today's news, the GXOR, or the off-roading concept that we got last year, just got a new edition for 2020. Again, we see a massive recall on Toyota products. And we get a new spindle grille edition of the LFA. It's not gonna come, but at least it's cool to look at. All right, smash the like button, let's roll it. Don't forget to subscribe to the Luxurious Fleet and hit that bell icon so you won't miss any breaking news or reviews in the future. Over at CBS News, Toyota recalling 2.9 million vehicles for airbag defect. Now this isn't just affecting Toyota, there are plenty of Hondas that are also being affected as well. Toyota's recalling nearly 2.9 million vehicles after defect impacting airbags and seatbelts. The recall covers certain versions of the 2011 through 19 Corolla, 2011 through 13 Matrix, and the 2012 through 18 Avalon and 13 through 18 Avalon Hybrid. The issue has something to do with an electronic control unit designed to get signals from crash sensors in order to deploy airbags and tighten seatbelts. But Toyota said that there might not be enough protection against certain electrical noise that can occur in certain crashes. Most dealers are going to install a noise filter at no cost. Well, recalls are all no cost, of course, and the fix won't be available until mid-March. So this is coming hot on the heels of last week where a whole bunch of Toyota vehicles got recalled because of a faulty fuel pump. So the recalls are stacking up against Toyota and Lexus now. It's not looking very favorable for the company. But let's keep moving. Toyota named #1 motor vehicle company on Fortune magazine's 2020 World's Most Admired list. I didn't know this was even a thing. I take it with a grain of salt, but apparently they've won this several years in a row now. Toyota was ranked #1 motor vehicle company for the 6th consecutive year in Fortune magazine's 2020 World's Most Admired Companies annual ranking. So take it for whatever it's worth. Maybe a little feather in their cap, but that's about it. Here is the LFA with the spindle grille. They're not coming out with a new LFA, but this is Lexus enthusiast shared this image with us. This is kind of what it could be if it were still being made today. And I wish they were. I wish they still made this vehicle, because even though it's not super updated with all the latest technology and things like that, they could make small revisions to the car and they could still charge an arm and a leg for it. But they're not going to do it. But yeah, the spindle grille, what I think about it, well, this bottom part here is taken straight from the RCF. The spindle grille, though, doesn't have any border on it, so that's kind of unusual. These headlights look like they're straight from, or very similar to, the 2020 RX 350s triple beams. And then this daytime running light looks like most of the ES's daytime running light. But what do you guys think of this spindle grille LFA? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. So last year, Lexus came out with this GX Overlanding vehicle that people transform these vehicles on aftermarket products only. Well, Lexus came out with a concept that really stole the hearts of the overlanding community with this GXOR concept. Fast forward about a year later, and we get another GX Overland concept with really no hints that it was ever going to drop. So they had debuted this over at the Montreal International Auto Show. No one was expecting this, but I really hope that they offer these add-ons, these aftermarket, quote aftermarket, or dealer installed options. I hope they offer them at all Lexus dealerships, because it is a huge piece of the market that they're missing out on. Okay, let's get straight to the juicy bits. Starting with the production model 2020, right? We got the refresh for 2020 on the GX. They take an executive package, which here in the States, we don't call it the executive package. We call it the luxury package. Most of the time we see that luxury package now offered in the off-roading package. Okay, so the GX Overland concept adds a quick deploying rooftop tent with a bed, a large awning, and a shower cube to facilitate remote exploration and comfort. It is also equipped with unique tires, wheels, and suspension with more travel and external reservoirs. A unique front winch bumper, as well as a full underbody side body armor to help keep this eye-catching GX moving in pristine conditions. So what do you guys think of this GXOR? I think it's stunning, and I hope, like I said, I hope they bring it to the market, or at least these parts available for people to purchase at their local dealer. Unique Lexus LC 500 convertible raises $2 million for charity at Barrett-Jackson. I first heard about this, gosh, what was it? I first heard about this on Saturday. The owner of our dealer network, I guess you could say, of dealerships, he went down to the Barrett-Jackson auction and saw this first ever LC 500 convertible auctioned off, and it auctioned for $2 million, and all of the proceeds went to Boys and Girls Clubs of America and Bob Woodruff Foundation. Now the rest of the LC 500 convertibles will be offered later in summer. This structural blue one that you guys are looking at is one of 100. This one is one of a kind, right? It's the first ever with the VIN number 10001, but the rest will have 99 more that looked very, very similar to this. And last but not least, this one kind of caught me off guard. Well, the new Yaris is coming to Australia, and they're discontinuing the Prius C, which doesn't really surprise anyone. I mean, the Prius C was essentially a hybrid Yaris or Yaris. A lot of people have been commenting on my channel lately that Yaris isn't the technical name, but it's tomato. Different parts of the world pronounce things differently. I'm going to keep calling it the Yaris. But anyways, the Yaris is coming to Australia, and it's going to be on sale in May. The crazy thing is this fuel economy metric right here, 3.3 liters to 100 kilometers. I ran that in American miles per gallon, and that's over 70 miles per gallon. You also have to realize that there are different testing methods to get fuel economy in different parts of the world. Europe has their own standards, Asia, I'm sure, has their own standards, Australia has their own standards, etc. But 3.3 per 100 kilometers is just over 70 miles per gallon. Nothing else in the world gets 70 miles per gallon unless it's a plug-in or something like that. That is just phenomenal. I don't know if the Australian fuel consumption testing doesn't have very much high speed testing in it. Like in America, we have a lot more high speed testing because we have huge roads, etc. And maybe in Australia, I know you guys have really long roads as well because your country is vast and for the most part empty, so there'd be lots of spans of long roads. But I don't know how they got to that figure. I feel like if this was in America, it might be closer to 60 miles per gallon. But what do you guys think? I'll see you guys in the comments on the ridiculous fuel consumption, or the lack of fuel consumption, I guess you could say, on this new Yaris coming to Australia and Europe and Asia. We just don't get it in America. But we might get this GX Overlanding concept vehicle that gets 15 miles per gallon. So we get the new GX Overlanding concept again for 2020. For them to come with two concepts now of this GX, I feel like they're pretty well invested in making these aftermarket products that could be dealer installed at any Lexus dealer here in North America. They got to do it. They can't tease us twice now and not offer these. I mean, these sort of things make me want to get a GX. I mean, I've always wanted a GX. I love the GX for many reasons. It's a phenomenal vehicle. Give the people that drive the GX the things that they want. Like, come on. Is it that hard? Sometimes it is for Lexus. I know, they're so conservative, but they gotta listen. They gotta have an open ear for the small niche communities built inside of their fan base. They gotta do it. And what do you guys think of all these recalls happening to Toyota and Lexus in the past? Well, I guess it's just been a week now. And this recall reminds me a lot of the LX recall we got about a year ago. And it was a very similar situation. The recall that affected the LX was very similar in that it was a seatbelt thing and an airbag deployment thing as well, where the person in the front passenger seat, the airbag might not be deployed based off of a faulty sensor. And this sounds almost identical to that situation. It might not be at all, but it's very, very similar. It's kind of eerily similar. So what do you guys think? Are these recalls kind of adding up, giving you a little bit of a hesitation with the reliability of your Toyota and Lexus? To me, it happens all the time in the automotive industry. Recalls happen all the time. So I'm not worried one bit. They are still the premier brand for quality and reliability. So anyways, guys, not a whole lot of news, but I just wanted to share, especially this GX concept. And what do you guys think, before I let you go, what do you think of that LFA with a spindle grille? I think it's okay. I don't know, it's all right. I can live with it. If you like what I do, if you like the content I make, consider following me over on my Patreon and helping me out over there as well. But I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until next time, peace out.